What's poppin', everybody? Welcome to another video. And we're doing a quick trade recap today. How I made, I'll say it's a little weird. So I made $823 across 3 accounts, and I made $170 on the other 2 accounts. So the reason for this is I accidentally locked myself out. Let me be completely honest. So I accidentally locked myself out of those 2 accounts yesterday during Asia session. That's why they're up in profit, but they're just not as up as much. I locked myself out in Asia session last night. Took an Asia trade at one, but since I pyramid, since I take profits, I set the trade limit too low, and so those 2 accounts were locked out for this morning. But still trade on these three. Still was able to make $823 across the 3 accounts. So if you do the math right quick, we have 823 times 3 plus 170 times 2. That's 240. No, mine. Yeah, 340 plus 340, $2,809 on the day. 2.8K today. Should have been a lot more, but really it was just my fault. I usually don't like to trade Asia, but there was a decent opportunity. I did take a long. I don't know if y'all seen that, but took the long last night in Asia. Did end up making a little bit of money, so I'm not gonna fully complain for real. But yeah, that is the circumstances that we're trading in. But going into the day though, honestly, I had a pretty loose bias, so I chart frozen. I'm gonna just go to trading because I'm not even gonna play with y'all. So going into the day, pretty loose bias overall. Dang, everything frozen. All right, I don't know what's up with my joint right now, but I took a 7-minute inversion fair value gap short on the Nasdaq. Um, Basically, y'all go back and look. I took this. It was a 7-minute IFVG short. I pyramided. Once we got this reaction off of open, we had data wick lows beneath us, and we also had a lot of stacked relative equal lows on the 15 minutes. So that's what I did. I took off all once we took these lows, and that was essentially the trade I took. I did paper trade the long once we got this IFVG here. Took off at this internal high. Didn't take that on my accounts, but that was another very good setup. We had an SMT at the lows, inversion, tapped the higher time frame PD array, took off at the internal high. As I can see, we have been continuing higher, but just due to the circumstances of the market why is my chart still frozen? My Wi-Fi? Say my Wi-Fi good. I don't know. But due to the circumstances of, just where the market has been, how it's been, moving recently, I have not been looking and aiming to leave a lot of runners, taking a lot of positions off at internal buy and sell side, just because if you look at the daily chart, which I can't actually, the daily time frame is, will the daily load for us? It's literally just a barcode. The daily has been very choppy. We haven't really been picking direction, and price has just been back and forth. So really aiming for external buy and sell side has not been working for me personally. So I've not been doing that. But yeah, that's essentially the trade I took today. A 7-minute inversion fair value gap short. If y'all look back on TradingView, y'all will see it once we close beneath the 7-minute. Now I usually don't trade through the 7-minute, but I just didn't like what the other time frames gave, and the 7-minute did look clean, and y'all know price is fractal, so what happens on one time frame happens on every single one. So I trusted it. I had like my initial risk on the trade was like 330. Initial risk was 330 on the trade, and the pyramiding trailed my stop. Once we tapped into the 5-minute off of open, and yeah, well, that's that. My Wi-Fi, I don't know what's up, but that's the trade I took today. I just broke them down for y'all. Y'all can go back and look for me if y'all want. I'm sorry I can't show you. I'm in New York right now. The internet isn't the best where I'm at. But yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed the video though. I hope y'all could hear me. And I hope y'all learned. But catch you in the next one. Peace out.